Good morning, Mr. Chandler. How are you?
Hi, pretty good.
Do you want your RFI number? We are in receipt of your information.
Yes, sure, you can share that. I was trying to see, what was the plan? What was they gonna try to do? Because I need that judge, and they lied by perjury and under oath, and I have it recorded and everything. So I need something really done.
Well, we just opened your case yesterday, October 26th. I'm not certain of when it came in the mail. So you have an assigned request for investigation number. Once the attorney starts to investigate it, if they have any questions, they'll reach out to you. If you have additional information that may be beneficial to our investigation to substantiate your allegations of misconduct, we'll be more than happy to take that information. But if you want to send something else to us by mail, or, you would need to include your request for investigation number so we can attach it to your file.
Okay, well, the main reason that I'm calling is because they owe me $25,000, and I don't want no rebuttal about it. They need to
When you say they?
The court.
Okay. Bless you.
Yeah, so they owe me that, and I don't need no rebuttal about it. So they just need to go ahead and pay it because what happened was very unconstitutional, and the judge didn't have my evidence in front of him, and I was the plaintiff. So that was very, railroaded.
Mr. Chandler, you do know if we do find misconduct, we can't make the court do anything. We can only address the misconduct of the judge. We don't have the authority to make the judge do something. So even if they owe you $25,000, we're not a court, so we don't have the power to make that money be returned to you. We don't have that authority.
So you're saying the Judicial Tenure Commission is not a court?
No, we're not a court.
So you don't have the legal authority to make them pay up or anything?
We can't make a court do anything. We can only address misconduct of a judge. We can't make anybody do anything. And I'm going to give you an example. I don't know if you've been watching the news. I think the last formal complaint we had was probably Judge Cusick or Green. If something becomes a formal complaint, then ultimately the Supreme Court would still make the decision if it gets that far. But we don't have the authority to make a court change a ruling or do anything. We can only address misconduct. We can dismiss a case. We can address it by admonition or cautioning a judge or giving them an explanation letter, but we can't make the court do anything. We can only address the judge's issues.
What about...
We can't make them return anything or do anything. We don't have that authority. That's a court issue.
Okay. What about notice of suspensions and restitution?
We can't do any of that. We can only address the misconduct. And I'm going by what you're saying in your case. If a judge ruled that you were supposed to get the thousands of dollars back, and there was an issue with the way he or she ruled, just say, he was just blatantly racist or something like that, we still can't we can't help you recoup that $25,000. We don't have that authority. We can only address the judge's ill behavior.
Okay, well, I'm kind of misled and confused by what's on your website, because I'm looking through some paperwork. It says notice of suspension and restitution, and there's a case number and everything. And
when you say there's a case number, what do you? I don't know what you mean when you say, because it sounds like you're making reference to something. What are you saying there, a case number for?
This is a case that somebody drawed up in the Judicial Commission, and it's on your website. It's under...
Can you tell me where it is on our website? Is it under pending and resolved public proceedings? Where is it on our website? Because I want to make reference to it.
Well, one of the names is Raymond. Who is this? Let's see. It says notice of suspension and restitution, case number 2. I'm sorry. MCR 9115.
That wouldn't be one of our cases are only
Raymond G.
named by the
Mullins.
judge.
Okay.
So what's on our website would be no person, like you filed a complaint. Your information wouldn't be on the website if you filed a complaint. The only thing that is on our website are public complaints and judges who've been disciplined by the Supreme Court, because we don't make the ultimate decision. The Supreme Court does. So just say Judge William Brown, we did a formal complaint and the Supreme Court did something, and it would be by a formal complaint number, be it 12376, but it wouldn't be a case number. There would be no case numbers and no reference to any person who would have filed the complaint.
Okay,
anybody who files a complaint is confidential.
Okay, and who makes that rule that the Judicial Commission can't just go ahead and do the work of the courts if y'all set up as a legal system?
Because we're not a court, so we don't have any intervention with the court. We're not at liberty to make. We don't make court decisions. We can't involve in that because we're not judges. But we have members of the commission. The members of the commission make a decision if we're going to investigate a case, if we're going to dismiss a case. Like I said before, if we're going to render an admonition or a caution to a judge about their ill behavior. But we, as the commission, the JTC, we don't have that authority over the court. So we're not a court. We just address the ill behavior of a judicial officer, again, be it a judge, referee, or magistrate.
Okay, so I'm still being misled because the thing is, what is the titles?
I'm not trying to be difficult, but is it something that you're reading that you're interpreting differently? Is it something from our website
Yes, it's definitely it's on the website. What are your titles? I mean, it has lawyers there, right? Lawyers, judges, right? Magistrates.
Lawyers investigate the cases. We don't have any. We have a few judges that are members of the commission. We have a 9-panel commission that makes a decision on the whatever the attorneys investigate.
So they can pass an order. They're judges. They're magistrates. They have the authority.
They don't have the authority to do that in this capacity because we're not a court. They're here to assist. We have judges, attorneys, and laypersons, just people who are chosen by the governor, whatever governor is on, at that time. They have this 9-panel commission that makes a decision about what's investigated by our staff regarding whether we should go further, dismiss the case to determine if judicial misconduct has taken place. Because they're judges, we're not a court. We just have to address the misconduct. We don't have that authority. So, and again, let's go back to the public complaint.
Can I say something real quick?
That a judge has did that much, it goes before the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court would then make a decision about what should take place with that judge.
So are y'all working on pretense as something that you're not?
We're working to address judicial misconduct.
No, but as far as your legal role, you take an oath. Are you working under pretense of something that you're not?
What is it that you think we're not working to do? What is it that you think we're doing?
No, I need you to answer that question. Are y'all working on pretense?
I don't understand the question because you're saying under the pretense of what? You're not telling me pretense of what. You have to give me a pretense of what you're speaking of.
Okay, you said that you have judges, but they can't judge for some reason that's just unheard
you
of.
want them to make a decision they don't have the capacity to do in this agency.
Say it again.
We will, if you make a complaint that a judge has acted unethically, we will review your complaint, compare the evidence that supports your allegation with the rules that define what is and is not ethical. And if that complaint warrants further investigation, we will do that. If that complaint does not warrant further investigation, we will not further investigate.
But an investigation calls forth an arrest if the person is found guilty.
Okay.
And they're found guilty by the evidence. How do y'all look at the evidence? How do you judge evidence? I sent out a lot of evidence. Y'all have judges there, right? Hello?
First, you said several things. and I don't want to lose the thread of them. No, investigation does not encompass arrest, and we don't have arrest authority. You have sent materials to us. Those materials, and I'm not familiar with your case. Okay, so I'm talking in the abstract about how we work. The fact that you send materials, it does not follow that those materials establish ethical misconduct. That's what we look at that and
yeah, please look at my case, because you have to understand where I'm coming from to even say anything to disagree about it.
Well, so long as our conversation has been about what our powers are, I don't need to know anything about your case. If you want to talk about the particulars of your case, yeah, then I need to look at that.
Okay. I mean, are you saying that because you're in your feelings, or because the thing is, it's about justice. It's not about your feelings.
I have no idea where this idea about my feelings comes from.
No, I specifically said you got to look at my case to disagree.
You were making certain claims about our power that you thought we had. We don't have that power. I don't need to know anything about your case. It has nothing to do with my feelings. I don't need to know anything about your case.
Well, y'all need to change some things in your website. That's the thing. Y'all need to change some things in your website. It's misleading.
If you think something is misleading in our website, do me the favor of noting what you think is misleading and sending us an email. There's a link on the website, or a letter to that effect, okay?
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
All right, so
Thank you, Mr.
what are you going to do about the case? Because I didn't really clearly get that answer.
As I said, if we have a case that you brought us that we have not yet investigated, then we're going to compare the evidence you've provided with the rules that say when a judge is and is not being ethical. And based on what that evidence does or does not show, we'll take whatever action is appropriate based on that. But I can't say more than that until we've looked at your case, if there is a case there to look at.
But I'm sure y'all did this before the other judges, so what type of contact do y'all have with these judges? Do y'all talk to them personally? How does that work?
Depends on the circumstances.
And give me an idea.
If you're, so let me ask you, I'm going to try to save a little bit of time and give you something that might be helpful to you. You're obviously familiar with our website. You know it's got our annual reports on it. If you look at one of our annual reports, it lays out what we do, so you could get all of this from that.
Okay.
But just a nutshell of it is, if you give us information and it does not look from the information you provided, there's no evidence of an ethical violation, then that's it. We dismiss at that point. If you give us evidence that suggests that there is an ethical violation, then we investigate, and if the investigation confirms that, yeah, there's an ethical issue here, then we ask the judge questions. And you can read our annual report, and it does lay all that out.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Yep, you take good care.
You too. Bye-bye.